sound, it's like there is a jurisdiction of doctrine. So don't let anyone, please pastors, those ministers listening around the world, don't let people intimidate you with gifts. They should still sit down and learn doctrine. Because I think that's one of the things that people do around the church. People come and because of their prophetic inclination, they automatically exempt themselves from the mentorship of doctrine. And they will cause confusion in that church, even though they are sincere people. Because the devil sees the loophole in their spiritual understanding. Colossians chapter 1 and verse 9. The 3 realms of knowledge. To know, to be filled with the knowledge of his will, to be filled with all wisdom and in spiritual understanding. We ordain people today just because he prayed for someone or because he prophesied. And we now say you are a pastor. You see, and that person is there and the devil is so happy he's there because there is a vast, there is an array of loopholes that the devil can choose anyone as he pleases. So you find out that sincere people become instruments of disaster. Let me respectfully say this as I round up this morning. We must not compromise on the conditions that qualify people to stand upon this altar and communicate the truth of God's word. If a celebrity gets born again, he's a babe. There is no instant maturity in the kingdom. We must sustain the courage to allow people pass through. Are we together now? Yeah. If someone has been in error for a long time and he repents, he's a babe. Let us hallow our altars once again and bring people who truly have been trained, even though we remain students in the school of the Spirit. But respectfully speaking, we must trust God to stand with a level of maturity that can sustain and lift up the name of the Lord. The level of childishness and immaturity upon our altars, from sentiments to tribalism to every kind of a plethora of things that doctrine was designed to cover. We don't have to fight the messages, whether they are right or wrong. The messages are a resultant effect of something. Leave the messages, leave the error. Don't worry about them. Focus on the vessels. Let's restore ourselves back to doctrine. And in this school of doctrine, there's no graduation. We continue in them. So whilst we are done, after preaching from a powerful program like this, we don't exempt ourselves and say, have you gotten the teaching? We go back ourselves. Once again, let me refresh. And you are reading Genesis like you just got born again. And you are reading the finished work of Christ again. And then the devil now comes to tempt you and say, by now you should be pressing into deeper things. And the Spirit of God tells you, settle down, continue in it. I want to believe that part of the things that Jesus was teaching in those 40 days, there were repetitions of certain things. I will not be negligent to put you in remembrance of these things, although ye know them and are established in this